Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. I'm going to show you how I went from the overlay you saw me do in the last video. I'll leave that either in the cards or in the description box. To the mani on my left hand, which is natural nails, no overlay, no peel base, just a mani. So you're going to see some similar steps, but I am going to show you in this video also how I prep for removal, do my soak off thing, do my base application with no peel base, and I'm going to do some explaining because I know a lot of you are like, what do you mean you broke up with peel base? It's only temporary. I don't think it's going to be forever, but I will explain to you a little bit later when we get to like the application type stuff. So what I'm doing first, I have a very aggressive file. I'm using a 100 grit file, and I am filing the surface of my overlay. I do this to make the acetone penetrate a little bit faster and more easily. So now I got that done on all of my nails. I'm going to grab my soak off stuff. I've got a Ziploc bag with a paper towel, 100% pure acetone, and a little bit of coconut oil. That's the key. And I have this sitting in a big bowl full of dry, hot rice. I do 2 30-second increments in the microwave, so a minute total. I'm going to stick my hand right in here. I am going to cover up my entire hand with a dish towel. This will just keep the heat in and the fumes out of your face. The longer that rice can stay warm, the quicker the acetone will work to remove your dipped nails. That's my protein shake, by the way. Oh, if you guys are into protein shakes and you haven't tried that one yet and you love like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, that one is super good. Cinnamon swirl, maybe cinnamon bun, I don't know. So good though. So this took me about 7 minutes. And like I said, you can use this technique for nails with gel polish, gel with dip, any kind of builder gel. You can use that for any type of overlay. It will take longer with gel. Dip happens to be like the quickest removal. You can use that with polish too if you want. So now that I've gotten all the overlay off, I'm going to go in with my prep routine. What? My prep who? My prep routine. You saw this in Monday's video. This is my prep for every mani that I will do on my natural nails. This is a diamond ball bit. The set that I use is linked down in the description box if you need a good set of ball bits. What? Y'all ignore me. This is already going to be one of those videos. My e-file speed is about 8,000 RPM. I am working on my dominant hand, so I'm using my left hand, and the direction the e-file is spinning or rotating is reverse. And that I have found. I know people have asked me this question before, and I did a whole filing video on it, but when you are using your left hand, whether it's your dominant or non-dominant, when you're using your left hand and you're filing towards you instead of away from you, e-file direction should be reverse. And when you're using your right hand and you're filing towards you, not away from you, you should be in forward, just so you know. I know, don't yell at me for using nail clippers, but I did want to take off a good bit of length. I'm going back to my shorties because I feel like it. I don't know why. They're just easier for me. I feel like I'm pretty much useless with tips. I will be doing, eventually at some point when I work my way into being courageous enough to do it, I will be doing full coverage jelly tips. Don't know when. It'll happen at some point. But since I'm just doing my little shorty natural nails, I'm also using a glass nail file. I only use glass nail files for this purpose. That is all. I really don't have any other use for them aside from my natural nail. And I like the glass for this reason because it's not abrasive. It's not going to shred your free edge. It's very, very smooth and it's very effective. Files the free edge into shape pretty much perfectly. So after this is done, I am going to rough up my nail ever so slightly, and I want to touch on this for a hot second because it was a topic of conversation in the last video that I did because I did the same technique for my overlay. I have heard so many contradicting opinions as to whether or not you should file your natural nail, whether you should use a 100 grit file, 150, 180, 240, and the short version, or the short answer, I guess, really, is you have to figure out what is best for your own nails. And that's going to vary from person to person depending on the strength of your nails, the thickness of your nails, whether your nails are oily or dry. So as much as I would love to tell you, you want to use this file or don't use that file, I cannot do that because your nails are not my nails. For me, 150 works perfectly. It doesn't destroy my nails, but you have to be gentle. This is not like, you know, you're filing acrylic. This is super gentle. I'm not applying any pressure, just removing the shine. And you're also creating little etches on the nail for the dip and the base to adhere to. Now, one of the other tricks that I have found, and I got this from Chelsea over at Sip and Dip, you're gonna see me apply my base, and I'm using Sparkle & Co liquids per usual. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute too. But I apply a coat of base first before I do any dipping, and I let it dry. This does a couple of things. One, it's gonna help with adherence. Two, I find that it can slow down a quick drying base to give you more time to do your application, more time to dip or ombre or French, whatever it is that you're doing. It'll slow down that dry time just a little bit. Not crazy, it's not gonna take forever to dry, but just enough so you have time to work, which I really appreciate, especially for a quick drying base like Sparkle & Co. So, why did I break up with Peel Base? Yeah, we have a jaded history, Peel Base and I. Oh, by the way, I will leave the color that I'm using. It's by MVP Acrylics down in the box for you guys in case you're interested, along with everything else that I'm using today, mostly. If it's not linked in the box, it's probably in my storefront, so check that out. So Peel Base and I, we've had a relationship for a good couple of years, and it's been interesting. I know that, and there's a lot of you, there's a general consensus that Peel Base is awesome, horrible, depends on the day. And I would agree with all of that. It really depends on what you use peel off base coat for. I was using it because I was doing my nails pretty constantly. And you know what, looking back, I'm not really sure why I was doing it so often. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I film 2 videos a week, right? I have 2 hands. So theoretically, I can do my nails once a week, but do a different mani on either hand. And that's what I've been doing. And I find that with peel off base coat, my nails are not gonna last me a week. And if they do last me a week, I'm gonna be fighting tooth and nail getting that peel base off, because as you saw in my popping peelies video, and also in my dip powder problems video, sometimes they take a little encouragement, if you will, to come off, and sometimes they come off and they do a little damage. And I was getting to a point where I was just frustrated. I was frustrated about taking off the peel base. I was frustrated and scared about getting lifting and getting greenies, and I just said, you know what, I gotta go back to my roots, back to the roots. And when I started doing my dip powder nails, even when I started filming, I didn't use peel base ever. I didn't use peel base until I think it was around quarantine that I started, you know, like lockdown last year. That's when I started using peel base a lot, because I was filming a ton. I think I was uploading close to every day during lockdown. But now that I'm not, I'm thinking I would really like to keep a mani on for a week. And I have been, which is absolutely crazy. For those of you who have known me for a minute, it's been a while since I've kept a mani on for an extended period of time. I realize a week is not a crazy period of time to wear one mani. Most of you guys probably go 2 to 3 weeks with a mani. I, however, I'm accustomed to a 2 to 3 day mani tops. So to go a week is like crazy for me. But you know what? I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for a little while. I think when I do my jelly tips, I'll probably use peel base under that. I don't like putting gel on my natural nail. Do you hear my voice? I'm losing my voice. Grab some water, voice is back. Okay, so I don't like putting gel on my natural nail. It is, for me, and this could be different for everybody, but I find for myself, because I have very dry nails, that gel is just a huge pain in the ass to try to remove. It involves a whole lot of filing. It involves, to some extent for me, filing my natural nail, because it's going to happen when I'm trying to remove gel from my nail. So anything that I'm going to do with gel, I will still be using peel base. That's going to include any gel polish, the builder gel, jelly tips, whatever. Dip with gel, which I'll still do if you guys want to see some more stuff. I do have some more stuff coming. I've been planning a lot, especially for No Buy July. And I have a lot of, I think, very fun videos on deck for that. So that'll be fun. And it will involve both dip liquids, gel liquids. That's it. Just had to do some different techniques with both like dip liquids and gel liquids. So you can look forward to that. For those of you who have not heard of No Buy July, it's something that I did last year, and I think it was a fun month. It's basically when I don't purchase any new products. And if you want to hop on board, you're more than welcome to hop on board the No Buy July train. Of course, I would never tell you what to do. It's just something that I do. I don't purchase any products for the month of July. I use what I have in perhaps some new or different or creative ways. Just a way to maybe save some dough, especially if y'all are in my Facebook group, you probably know the hoarding problem that a lot of us have with dips. I can't even tell you how many posts I see daily of what look like hundreds and hundreds of swatch sticks or crazy dip powder collections. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's only a problem if you admit that it's a problem. But I'm going to sit here and say, me personally, huge dip powder problem. I don't know how many I have. I know it's a lot. I do donate a lot. Matter of factly, if you look right below my name, you'll see that I'm getting very close to 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely unreal. Unreal. I don't feel like it's real yet, hence the unrealness. But when we do hit 25,000, I will be putting together some giant mystery boxes that I'm going to give away. And mystery boxes will probably include PR products that I've been sent that I haven't used. Nothing that I've used. I would never give you used stuff. At most, I may have swatched it, and that's it. Nothing I've stuck my fingers in. Again, here we go. Maybe some nail art stuff that I haven't used, extra decals that I have. Because I really do. I'm very blessed, and I get sent so much product. And if I'm not going to use it, and I know that I won't because I do these videos all the time and I'm constantly sent more product, but I would love to pay it forward, especially to the people that have been supporting me for the last 2 years. Can you believe it's been 2 years, by the way? 2 years. I've been on YouTube. It'll be 2 years at the end of June. Nuts. Feels like yesterday I uploaded my first video and embarrassed the hell out of myself. If you're a new creator on YouTube, I understand. I was there too. I don't know if my oldest videos are still up. They're up. They might be private. I might have privatized a few just because they were that bad. And you know what? You can do that. It's your channel. You can do what you want to do. Anyway, as you can see, I have done my basic application. I'm going to go ahead and cap and clear per usual. I will leave a video either in the cards or in the description box of a very beginner friendly. It'll probably be my dip powder problems video because that's a very beginner friendly, talk you through why I do what I do, why sometimes you mess up. So I'll leave that and another beginner friendly video for you guys if you want like a talk through step by step of just the application. Go check that out. I'm going to go ahead and hush for a minute, let you guys watch me. I'm going to go ahead and cap and clear, activate. I'm going to file and buff off camera, but per usual, I will leave my whole filing routine video either in the cards or in the description box. The cards have been weird lately. They show up different now, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So you may see going forward, I'm just going to link videos in the description box. So definitely head down there and check out any videos that I might leave in there. I might leave some relevant videos, some other stuff that I think is fun you might find interesting. Just hang out down there, click around, see what you can find. I will do my best to put everything in the box. That way everything is in one place. I'll be back with you guys for some top coat and final thoughts. Thanks so much for sticking around if you're still here. I did file and buff off camera like I mentioned I would. I wanted to touch on this real quick. I did it in my last video, but I don't think I talked about it. This is how I make sure my nails are the same length. I will line up my knuckles and my cuticle line and see if they're the same length. And if I need to shave, one nail down a little bit, I can do that. And I find that for me, and everyone's hands and fingers are different, but for me, that's my perfect way of making sure my nails look like sisters and not cousins. So now I'm going to go ahead and activate one more time. This is a necessary step if you're using dip powder top coat. If you're using gel liquids, then don't cap and clear. Skip the clear altogether if you're using gel base to do your manis. The clear will just make everything look cloudy and not great. You can encapsulate with your gel base and your gel top, or builder gel if you want. I'll leave a video down in the box of how I do just that. But if you're doing dip top coat, activator is what dries down your dip top coat and makes it all glossy and shiny and pretty and quick drying. So necessary step. I do let this sit for maybe 2 minutes or so, a minute to 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go in with my first coat of glossy top coat. And I like the Sparkle & Coat 2.0. I've had a lot of questions about what the difference is between the original and the 2.0. I really honestly couldn't tell you. I don't work for Sparkle. I'm not a chemist or anything like that, so I really don't know. All I know is that I really like the 2.0, so I'm going to keep using it. And these are my new favorite liquids right now. I haven't tried anything else recently. I think I have a couple of new products that I will be demoing in the very, very near future. So we'll see if my opinions change. But for right now, Sparkle & Co. is where it's at for me. I like it because it works for the way I do my nails. I like a very quick mani. If you are on the slower side with your mani, if you like to take your time, if you're doing a lot of different technique as far as art goes, like ombres, Frenches, color blocking, stuff like that, you may want to look at a slower drying base. I really like the Mani Boss for a slow drying base. Virgo and Gem is great for a slow drying base, and Dipalicious is also really great for a slow drying base. But this one is a little more quick drying, so I like it for a very simple mani like this. But yeah, for anything else you want to do that's art related, or if you just want to take your time, or if you feel like you have to go a little slower, definitely may want to consider a slower drying base. So I went ahead to my first coat. I'm going to let that sit for just a second before I go in with my second coat. I'm going to let you guys watch and have a little zen glossy top coat moment, and I'll come back with final thoughts. This is now 2 videos in a row where you have seen my hands match. I can imagine how many of you must be in shock right now. If you're new to my channel, hi. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Marlakris, and my nails never match, ever. This is history making right here. 2 videos in a row, my nails totally match. Ask everyone who's been here for a minute. This is like monumental, making history. I am finishing up per usual with my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil. I don't know why you would ever do a mani without cuticle oil. It seems foreign to me. It's rehydrating, especially after removal, and makes your nails just look better, feel better, and it helps promote nail growth. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you took something out of this. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up so I know you liked it. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.